We've already heard a lot coming out of Photokina 2018, and we do even have more exciting news. Now, this is more for select people and photographers, more or less the street photographers, but we finally have news about the Ricoh GR III. If you've been following myself in the channel, you've seen, and I think it's even on the homepage, like I've owned the Ricoh GR II in the past. It just became a little bit too slow for what I wanted to do. But it's one of my favorite cameras of all time because of the size of it, the affordability of it, and what it offers if you're very much into street photography or having a more point-and-shoot style, non-X100 series camera. And the GR line has always been something that's been appealing and very popular for, street photographers. Ricoh Pentax has basically said it's coming out in early 2019 and gave us a list of everything that's being currently developed right now. And they officially gave us most of the major specifications of the camera. And to me, it's rather appealing. While they said the design is going to look the same, there's a lot of little things that a lot of people didn't like about the GR II. People kind of overhyping the whole, hey, there's dust on my image sensor type of thing, and they didn't really take care of the cameras. But it happened, I understand. There were a couple little minor things, and they pretty much addressed all of them. There's essentially a new lens design, sensor, processor, interface, which I didn't find the interface to actually be that bad. I guess it could have been looked at a little bit clunky, but the usability of it was pretty good and a lot more. The lens is going to look similar though. It's an 18.3 millimeter, so about a 28 millimeters equivalent to a 35 millimeter sensor. f2.8 to f16, so once again, not a huge change there. Just, I guess, how it's going to work, and it's definitely going to be a little bit faster. With the new sensor, we are getting 24 megapixels, and it's rumored to kind of be like the one in the A6300 or something like that. Something like that. It's going to be very similar. Crop sensor, but you're getting a boost in megapixels from 16.2, which you had in the 2, which was a boost from the previous one as well. So you're going to see a little bit better image quality. But once again, the image quality you got out of the Ricoh GR II and the black and whites are some of the most stunning that I've ever gotten. It's just the way they work and edit them. The cool thing is you're going to get also 14-bit raw DNG, digital negatives, in this as well. And I love DNG files for a reason. I've talked about that in previous videos if you want to go look for it. But having that as, an option is something that a lot of people really enjoy. It will have built-in image stabilization, which is something people wanted in the GR II, especially for video recording, even though you're not buying this for video per se. But it will have 1080p 60 frame video as well. So it's there for you with the image stabilization. That would be nice. But the other big thing is that it will have image sensor cleaning, which wasn't available in the 2. And once again, there was a dust issue. Some people had an issue. They didn't take care of the lens when it came out and everything. That being said, it's addressed, and there's going to be a, little shake. Now, what's interesting is how they're going to use an internal memory this time, up to 2 gigabytes, and you will have one SD card slot. Once again, you're seeing this at about a month where a lot of the mirrorless full-frame cameras only have one card slot. Huge debate on everything. So it's interesting to see how they're using that in this regard. So you're going to have a little bit of internal memory and then a slower SD card slot, but that's an option to have. And the last thing is the screen on the GR II was okay, meaning it was bright enough, but it wasn't the most durable. So what they did is they said they reworked that. It's a 3-inch LCD now made with tempered glass, really good upgraded glass. So that way it can withstand whatever you need and really be your, in your pocket workhorse. So with everything, it's always going to come down to the price and whatever it's going to be. The GR II essentially is about $600. So if you're into that $800 range, you're doing very well, especially with the Ricoh GR III in 2019. But everything in that, it's very exciting. I know not a lot of people are, once again, into the whole point-and-shoot look style, but if you're really into like street photography or a very, very good professional camera on the go, people look into the GR series and the Fuji X100 series, but there's a lot of good that came out of hearing what the GR III is going to be, and I would love to get hands-on with that next year, and I will do my absolute best like I try with all the cameras, and, just tell it like it is. But that's the Ricoh GR III. Let me know your thoughts. Is it something that you're into? Do you not like the point-and-shoot series thing? Or are you excited like I am if you're into this stuff? Ricoh finally gives us news about the 3. That's 6, but...